We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, 6'7". Deontay Wilder, he is Frank True Brit Bruno. He won the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world, fighting out of London, England.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a shot! A perfectly timed left uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Swing and a miss with the hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over. Will the referee step in? Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
You've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They'll not.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You'd like to see more jabs. Just missed with that hook. Always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Swing and a miss with that hook. And he scores with the counter. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist. That hook was off target, and he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Swing and a miss with that hook.
Perfectly.
What a massive up. Back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
What's the ref? They got to pick things up halfway through the round here. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there. Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Counter punch got him clean. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's all. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That uppercut misses. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. He's back on his feet, but for how long? This could go south in a hurry.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Why weren't they... Talk about Wilder in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nobody home with that hook. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Gotta let your hands, as we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round you'd rather forget. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. There's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
What a nightmare scenario. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind.
This may do it. Believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. It's not over till it... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Both men step back for just a moment. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Big swing and a miss with the hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. They exchange punches. And that is that. They surrender. This is over. That will do it. They want no more.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.